Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, today I'm heading to the Celebrity Apex for her 2-day inaugural sailing, but I also heard some really good news from some friends of mine that I keep in touch with who work for cruise ships, and well, I'll tell you right after this. So yep, I'm just about ready to head off to the Celebrity Apex. This should be an interesting cruise. I don't normally go on these short little 2-day cruises, but this is the naming ceremony for the Celebrity Apex, and I was invited by Celebrity, and so yeah, I've made a bunch of cruises around this time so I could get down here and make the whole trip worthwhile. Not that going on the Apex wouldn't be worthwhile, but you know, I'm from Canada, so that's like a $2,000 expense to come down for a 2-day cruise, even though the cruise is complimentary from Celebrity. And I'm going to get that clear right out of the box. Celebrity is paying for this 2-day cruise of mine, and they're paying for all the travel agents that they're bringing on board and their special guests, etc. So that's why it's a 2-day cruise. It's not a full cruise, because you know, whenever you see me on cruises, I pay for everything, because I never want anyone to ever say you liked that Majestic Princess cruise because Princess paid for your cruise. I've never accepted a free cruise from any cruise line unless I've won it, and I've won that through my travel agency a couple times, although I haven't cashed them yet. They're still sitting at home in a drawer and I haven't used them because they're only certain destinations. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But as I was here in the hotel room and catching up on some things, I got a bunch of emails from very, very excited people. And friends, you know, during the years I've made quite a few friends in the industry. I've made friends with cruise directors, hotel staff, wait staff, just other travelers, people in the casino, you name it. I've met crew members from all sorts of life, walks of life, and we've kept in touch. They've sent me emails asking questions during the pandemic and the shutdowns, etc. And it's been really great. And very recently, this weekend, in fact, that just went by, I had a few of them message me saying that they finally got their new contracts and they're heading back to ships. I got over 5 this weekend, which was great. I am so happy for them all. They have been off work for 18 months. Now, some of them were able to get other jobs, but some of them are in countries that the jobs were scarce, especially during the pandemic, and they have not worked in these 18, 19 months. So I'm so thrilled that all these people are finally able to get back to work. And that's probably the best news I could have heard in a long, long time. So yay to the people going back to work. I'm so happy that they get to do so. And some of them are some pretty good friends of mine, so I'm very happy with that. Now, I also did something a little crazy. Coming up in December, I have already a couple cruises booked. Early December. I promised my family that I will be home for Christmas this year, so I couldn't book a Christmas cruise, which is what I was kind of planning to do. Maybe a Christmas New Year's, like a 15, 16-day cruise during Christmas and New Year's, but I promised them I'd be home this year, so I'm going to keep my promise. But I have early December cruises, and I don't get home from my cruises right now. I left on the 13th of October, and I don't get home until around the 14th of December. And now I've booked a cruise late November as well. Yeah, because you know, 30 days of cruising just wasn't enough. And I thought spending 3 full weeks at home might be just too much. So I'm gonna head off on another cruise. And I'm not gonna tell you the cruise. All my cruises coming up are gonna be a surprise. But I will tell you, those of you who saw me on the Edge I also had a very good friend of mine who lives in Florida, Alicia, and she was on her real first cruise ever. She was on a 3-day cruise once with me before, the inaugural sailing of the Sky Princess for 3 days, but she had never experienced like a full week with cruise port destinations and being able to get into the spa if you wanted to, or the thermo suites, and see the gym and all that kind of stuff. So we went on the Edge, and she said to me, this is the biggest thing she's ever seen. Like, the Edge was a beautiful ship. It's like every area you go to seemed to be designed for photographs and videos and comfort and seating. She was thrilled by all the different like chairs that they had on the Celebrity Edge. And so I said, yeah. She says, but then she goes, you know what? This has got to be like the biggest ship in the world, right? Like, and I said, nope. No, the Celebrity Edge is not the biggest ship in the world. But I'll tell you what, maybe we'll go on one the next time the biggest class in the world, the Oasis class ship. So I am going to bring her on an Oasis class ship. And I'm going to try and get her in more videos. She wasn't in any videos. She was in some pictures. Just saw some pictures and a couple videos still. But she had a really good time, and I think she's going to be blown away by the size and the grandeur of an Oasis class ship. So, yeah, she's going to be in one of my cruises in December, and she's looking forward to it. I am too. We got adjoining cabins side by side again. Although this time I'm not upgrading the suites. I don't have the money to upgrade the suites this time, so we're just going to be in some balconies. She's going to have to put up with that. What am I going to do? But yeah, that's going to be cruise after cruise after cruise again coming up on the 29th. And now I have to make this other decision because I'm home. I fly home on the 14th. And I have to be in Florida around the 28th. So that's only 2 weeks away. But on the 8th of this month, in just a few days, the border between Canada and the United States is opening for the first time in both directions. The United States has been able to go to Canada, but Canada has not been able to come to the United States. So I've been trying to decide, am I going to drive down here? So I have a car on the days in between my cruises to drive around if I need to, or get some things done, and just take that nice drive through the United States all the way across the border, pass through the different states, see the countryside, and get to the cruise port with no rush, which would mean I would have to leave even earlier than like the 28th. I'd want to give myself like 3 days, 4 days to get here. But the United States hasn't released their exact details on whether you're going to need to be tested, going across the border, coming across. Do you need is it going to be like flying? They've hinted that it's going to be like flying, but at first they said you just need to show that you've been vaccinated. So we'll see what happens. If the testing is involved, that might change my mind, because now I have to get a test and hit the borders at certain times, and it just becomes another hassle for no reason. But I'll work that out. Minor details. I'm just so glad to be back cruising. I got 3 cruises back to back to back right now. Then I go home for a few days, and then I have 3 cruises back to back to back again. And I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you'll enjoy those cruises. They're all on different ships again, all different than the ships I'm on right now as well. So that's 6 different ships in less than 50 days. That's a pretty good record. Tough life if you can do it. Well, I hope you appreciate this little update to what's going on. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs, and see all those cruises coming up, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.